All right, all right. We had quite the adventure last game. All kinds of questions, all kinds of everything. Story is really interesting, in my opinion. Like, I'm not entirely sure what's going on. But, I don't know, like, I'm interested in what in the world is happening in this world that Spiders has created. Now, yes, we also experienced some serious frustration. Boy, did I get upset. I'm still a little sore about that. I'm not happy about how things went with Sarah and the loss of reputation with the natives. It really pissed me. It pissed me off because it's like we didn't get to decide anything. So, I don't know.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason. I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's doorstep. The affairs of state can certainly wait another day.
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
We're not going to talk about
What now? Are you going to scold me
his
as well?
face.
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, fair cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the fourth time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I would not go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you everything.
Please do. Why do you look like a
We have been
donegata?
waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it. And in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret following him. We went to the ancient site. A place full of magic. I followed his instructions. And all of a sudden... What an incredible sensation.
Oh boy.
I felt better than I have ever felt, cousin. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came to our ears, and beasts jumped all over us. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your tracks and deduced what had happened.
So, I don't think he has Malachor anymore, but I'm pretty sure Constantin is now evil. I'm pretty sure Constantin's evil now. And that Caritas, like whatever his name was, I like the guy, the healer guy. He did something he should not have done. And I don't think it was about Constantin. I think it was about the Malachor. The Malachor must be something caused by a different entity. Like at first I thought maybe Mil Fredoct or whatever his name was, or its name was the cause trying to punish people. But what if it's another entity trying to get back into this world somehow, and without somehow by infecting them, like maybe the coin, the merchant guild, whatever they're called, the congregation of merchants, when they first came, they discovered this other entity and somehow infected their blood with it or something. I don't know. But all it took, like, this other being was just waiting, lying in wait for someone with the Malachor to bond with it or do this ritual. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving for now. We'll talk more later.
It seems that Vimbar was targeting you specifically. Did he say anything to you?
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his own language. It seemed that he was speaking to someone and following his orders. But there was no one other than us, cousin. The crazy madman must have been hearing voices.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't crazy. You know? Oh, that's a good question, because that's what I was curious about.
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you? Like the others?
No, not really. It seemed like he was trying to tell me something, though. He spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return to the Earth. It made absolutely no sense. But aren't you happy that he let me live?
Don't speak foolishly. Of course. I just want to understand.
Wow. Okay. Okay, so the ritual, he's a different entity. Like, that must be it. And if Vinbar had killed him and returned him to the, like, maybe that he would have gotten what he wanted. I don't know. Like, maybe he's got to be killed in a very specific way. Again, we could be completely off right now. This is just my head spinning trying to figure this out.
Tell me more about this ritual. What
I wonder
did it
if it's similar to the
consist
bonding
It is,
ritual.
I think, a ritual that the Donegada practice to bind themselves to the island.
of? Donegada. Katasak taught you their language.
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but we had so little time. So we visited this infamous site, where he prepared for me a sort of potion. What ceremony! I had to cut my hand in front of an enormous stone, and there, a gigantic beast came and started circling around me. It was incredible. I truly felt a bond with that place. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my veins. It was marvelous. And now I am Onol Manawi, like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of its marks. But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was Enon Mil Frictumen?
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to the sanctuary is dead.
Oh no. Do not tell me.
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary, according to Glendan. I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm certain they are going to name a successor.
Let's try talking to him. See if there's any more we can ask about.
Constantin.
My adorable cousin, I am always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
Any news of your parents?
No. With the time it takes to travel to the continent, it's not surprising. But my father's next letter will say... As for my mother, she's probably too busy.
So no dialogue change.
I must take my leave.
Take care, and come back soon.
I don't recall trying to talk to him after Haeva found out that they were not blood relatives. But I'm wondering if that's when the dialogue changes. Because usually it's my dear cousin. Now he's saying adorable cousin. So I'm not sure if that change was brought about after he found out that they were not blood relatives, or if it comes about after this transformation. That's the part I can't tell. And now I'm kind of curious what happens if you're playing a male De Sardet and he finds out you're not related. Or, you know, like, basically, what's the dialogue for the male De Sardet? Because the female is different. The female one is definitely different. Because, wait. The female one's different than the male because the male, what does he call you? No, the male is the one he calls dear cousin. The female he calls fair cousin. That much we know. So I'm curious if there's yet another difference. Like maybe he just continues to call the male dear cousin. But I'm curious about that. I'm not happy we killed Vinbar. I'm not happy that we freed Constantin. Because we didn't even try to fully understand. We just told him to release him. And Vinbar was trying to warn us, like, you don't understand, this guy's the plague of the earth. But I mean, given we killed Sarah, I mean... hell, that could have been something, you know, if you managed to resolve things with Sarah without killing her. She comes with you and it changes how that goes, but then again, you'd probably not have a gain. I don't know. Like, Constantin might not be anything of the sort, but he may end up being the big bad. I think it's possible he may turn out to be the big bad, and which makes it worse that we killed Vinbar.
Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, currents of Katasak. We learned of his death. Andevosht Tire.
Alas, his was not the only tragic loss. Your High King Vinbar is also
I'm
dead.
furious.
He was taken by folly. He went away into the mountains after killing Katasak and capturing my cousin. Nothing I could say would allow him to see reason.
Are you telling me that you were the
Oh
one who
God.
killed him? Kertonsidag. What happened? How could a friend of Katasak do such a horrible thing?
I am sorry, but your High King did not leave me the choice. He was about to kill my cousin, and then he attacked me. He was becoming a guardian, a Nadaig. Perhaps it was for that reason he lost possession of his wits.
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven your friendship. But something escapes me. Why? Why would Vinbar have done such a thing? His offering to Tiafradi does not justify what he did.
You know that I wished to see
Wow.
Emil Milfrichtiman, and he was the only one with the power to allow me to do so. I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I'm just as
No,
sorry
you're
as you.
not.
Andevosht Tire. We will celebrate his memory as well as those of all the members of our council that have fallen. Vladnit, Katasak, and now our High King. These are dark times, but in spite of our mourning, we must elect a new High King. The children of Tiafradi cannot remain without a guide. All the more so in these troubled times. I will notify the Mal of all the clans, so that they may know to travel here.
Who has a chance of being elected, in your opinion?
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also attract support from many. And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire world with his honey-dripping words.
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan. I must convince them to help me if they are elected.
I suppose. I must begin the preparations. You must leave now.
Alright, so nothing there. I guess we can ask about this.
Who will win the vote, in your opinion?
I don't know. Each of the three chiefs that I spoke of could win. It is possible that some amazing feat places one of the Mal above the others.
Well.
If Bladnid had been victorious, she would certainly have won this time. But that was not to be.
Is there anyone else among those presenting themselves?
Do not take me for someone born last summer. You want to influence the vote for your own gain.
Obviously.
But you shall fail this time. And you must go before the one we have chosen. Can I do anything else for you?
You, sir, don't realize that this is Haeva's game.
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelem seg.
You don't realize that this is the story of Haeva. Like, seriously. Obviously, we're gonna pick the king. And, like, we kinda already knew how, but we got confirmation when he said, perhaps an amazing feat will be what does it. And it's like, we're gonna be the amazing feat, or we're gonna help them do the amazing feat. At least that's my guess. I'm guessing earn at least one pretender's trust. The hell's a pretender? The hell's it talking about? Shouldn't that be contender, not pretender? And they're saying earn at least one of their... I'm pretty sure they're talking about these, like they're the pretenders, whatever that means. And this is not going to be we go to each of them type quest. I'm guessing whoever we pick, that's going to be it. Maybe. How do we... And get this. We have to earn their trust. How the hell do they not already trust her? Unless that was kind of the point. No, it's still friendly. I have to wonder if a relationship reaches friendly, if it can drop out of friendly. Or if it's kind of permanent. Because we lost 6. A big 6. 3 is the most I think you can lose at any given time, and it's the most you can gain at any given time. And we lost a total of 6. And we're still friendly with these natives. That don't make a lot of sense to me. Now, if I was playing my true character, he would choose King Dunkus. I know that's who he would choose. Haeva obviously hates Ulan. My other character, like my true character, would not like Ulan if I was playing that kind of character. And while he would respect Deirdre, there's no way he'd ever pick her. She's too warlike. Dunkus is balanced. The characters I tend to play tend to be about balance. He would pick King Dunkus. But some of you already know who Haeva would pick. You knew it from the start. Deirdre. You knew it. You knew it. You knew it. And you were right. You were 100% right. So... I mean, we're going to go to her just in case we're correct. Just in case you don't get to talk to the multiples. Like the first one you talk to, you got to make that decision. You know, so we're going to her first. Now keep in mind, Deirdre might be my number 3. Like, out of, as far as love interest for my true character, like the one I would usually play, I think she's like rank 3. But he'd never pick her to be the High King because she's... because of the violent aspect. He wouldn't want that.
What do you seek?
No, never mind. I'm mistaken. Ah, that's right. No. I confused Deirdre for somebody else. I think the one I confused her for, I think her name is Darren. Something like that.
I am the bearer of bad news. Your High King Vinbar is dead.
Dead. And the first Tire. He was a good king in times of peace, but he was plunged into doubt by your arrival. He was no longer at his people's side.
Glendan told me that you would be one of those keen to replace him.
That's true. If Bloodmead was still here, I would have given her my votes and followed her into battle. But since she's no longer with us, I must obtain the title and do what should have been done a long time ago. Drive away the Renaigse and take back our island they want to enslave.
Will you drive us away too?
We will drive away the Renaigse. You are Onol Menawi. You will have to pick a side.
I see. If you were to be elected, I would need your help to allow me to meet Enon Mil Frichteman. Only he can help us cure the Malachor.
Why should you be preoccupied with a disease striking those we want to drive away?
I have my own reasons. But you should know this is the best way for the Renaigse to leave the island of their own accord.
You have helped my people. You are our Karants as well. You can count on me to help you. Once I am the High Queen, I will lead you to the Sanctuary.
You seem certain you will obtain the title.
Those who covet victory must do everything they can to obtain it. Don't you agree? The old kings wore a legendary crown, which was lost during the war against the people of the sea. Whoever were to retrieve it would be chosen.
And you know where it is?
I believe it is located in the Tomb of the Kings, a holy place not far from the village of Vignamri. I do not know exactly where it is, but it is said that the path leading there is strewn with spears, and that the entrance is marked by a dead tree, and protected by a Nadaig Magaman. Do not worry. I will find this place and retrieve the crown before the election.
If I want to be certain of the outcome of this vote, I'd better go and get this crown myself.
Anything more?
I need to be going.
Seg.
Now we've earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet Enon Milfrichtman?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision. Everyone on the island will listen to the words of a High King.
It may be wise to make sure your pretender's intentions are compatible with yours. And if it's not the case, to find another. We wouldn't want to be the architects of a future we don't like, would we?
You're right. It's a decision that is more important than our quest for an antidote. I must dwell on it.
Yeah, we already did that. I mean, technically, we didn't even dwell on it. I just kind of explained it. Or, you know, I guess, you know, we talked about it, so to speak, my friends. But, I mean, we know Haeva. Like, we know how this woman is. We know how she rolls, man. I don't understand. Maybe you guys saw it and heard it and understood. But I don't understand the use of the term pretender. I don't get that at all. They're chiefs, they're kings, they're queens in their own right. They're malls. And it should say mall in the quest journal, in my opinion. But it is what it is. It kind of reminds me a little bit, and this is not, I want to be very clear, this is not a criticism, but it does remind me of the Jagged Crown quest in Skyrim a little bit, like the Lost Crown, and if somebody gets it, or the Lost Sword, yeah, that kind of quest. Not a criticism, it's just, you know, it reminds me of that kind of stuff. So, I wonder if I am right to assume that this will be in an area we've never been to. Like, if this is going to be in an area that we just could not gain access to in the past. Let's find out. For the life of me, still can't figure out how to get this thing. I have, like, no idea. Like, I can't figure it out. Like, I don't understand. And it's probably easy, and I'm just not seeing it. Like, For those of you who have been around since the beginning in one of the videos, we do spend quite a bit of time trying to figure it out. But killing Vinbar in some ways is even worse than killing the Nadeg for me. And it's because he actually tried to explain, like he was trying to tell us, he was trying to warn us. And it was like we just didn't care, man. Like we gave no damns whatsoever. I don't know, we're gonna get involved in this fight. See what happens. Let's see how they do. Damn, Afra shot the meat off them bones. Damn. Alright. Oh, wait. There's another one. Alright. That was pretty easy. Obviously. You might not even think we were playing on Extreme, but we are still on Extreme and have been for quite some time. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a second here. Didn't want to fight them. Still don't. Oh, and I guess we're not going to. Doesn't that look like a vigor check? It looks like it. It really does, in my opinion. Alright, so we're doing it right. Have we been here before? I feel like we have been here before. I'm actually pretty confident we've been here before. But how did we miss this crate if we were here? Professor Seraphetin's work notes. I am almost certain that this large tumulus could teach us many things about these creatures. Some native elders told me there was a gigantic skeleton inside. If only I could study it. In the end, the Nadeg Magaman managed to kill my loyal bodyguard. I will make sure that his widow receives a hefty allowance. He fought like a lion, and he gave me his rapier before he died. According to him, I have a chance to survive an attack from this beast if I poison the blade and strike repeatedly. It's like even those notes, and notice that we didn't get any credit for finding that note. So I know we were here, and I know we found that before. And see, we killed him. But how the hell? Huh. See, now this I can't remember for the life of me. Admittedly, like I have no clue if we got this far. Like maybe we weren't able to enter, or if we did, there was nothing to find. Yeah, I think we were here. Because there were creatures up there when we entered. I want to say there were Tenlins or something up there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were in here. And I remember fighting these creatures. Can't really tell how much damage poison does. Like, it doesn't really say. Like, it's lasting. Definitely got some lasting on it.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
I mean, it's kind of cool. Alright, because we're in the way. Well, that sucked.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Yeah, poison's kind of cool to use. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we were here before. And while they recycle assets in the city, they don't seem to recycle maps. Even of like caverns and stuff. They don't seem, each cavern seems different. Like Dragon Age 2 did not, you know, they recycled like a lot in terms of maps. But from what I can tell, GreedFall doesn't do that at all, which is why I can look at a cave and go, you know, I think we were here before. And not be confusing it for a different cave. Yeah, right. It's never that easy.
What are you doing there?
Hey!
Here lie those who fell facing the first invaders. And you dare enter and scatter their bones.
I did not come here with the intention of defiling this place.
No. You came looking for a crown of the High King, hoping to choose the one who will lead us.
Isn't that what you were looking for as well?
Yes, but I am not a Renaigse. I wish to lead my people to victory, and I have come here seeking something that will make it a certainty. And so, do you plan on keeping it for one of those who is too wise or cowardly to come and get it themselves? Or will you give me the crown?
Once the power is in her hands, she will send a wave of blood and destruction over the entire island. I know that you are bound to this island, but think of the others, of us, of your cousin. Think about it.
Dertera is a great warrior. If she reigns, she will unite all of the clans. And with the blessing of Enon Milfrichtem, the people of your island will be chased away from here. Think long on this. If you leave her the crown, she will become the High Queen. You will not be able to change your mind.
Enter. Ask her what she intends to do. I mean, we're gonna... It's funny because usually I complain, you have to go through all these options before choosing and saying what you want. And it's like, the reality is Haeva just here. But let's just see this stuff. Well, we already know. We knew before we even went to see her what Haeva would do. Because Haeva doesn't give a damn. Now, her cousin, yeah, she cares about her. But come on. They don't need to be on this island, man. Not even cousin Constantin. And again, Constantin, something is up with him. Vinbar was doing the right thing. That's my guess. But for the sake of our audience, whenever there is one, should there ever be an audience, we're gonna explore these other options.
If I give you the crown, you shall be named High Queen. What will you do with this power?
You have already shown to all that you are not like the other Renaigse. I will not hide from you the truth. Teofradi does not want to welcome your people. They toy with us, take without returning, kill and pillage. I will unite my people and cast all of the Monasenaig into their ocean wagons. They will go and pillage elsewhere.
You want the crown so you can more easily rid yourself of my presence afterwards.
If you give it to me, you will become our Karants. And we do not chase away our Karanten. And also, you are on Manawi. You are bonded to this land, not to theirs, no?
I have come here looking for this crown because I need the help of the next High King. I must meet Enon Milfrictiman to ask him to heal my people.
Are you sure that they are your people? Very well. It is a very great honor you ask of me. But you took great risks in order to obtain it. If you give me the crown, I will open the sanctuary to you. You may speak to Enon Milfrictiman. I swear this to you.
I wonder, like, if you keep the crown, does she fight you? Is this another death, potentially, you know?
Very well. It is yours. But I hope you will remember what I have done. I helped you so that you will help me in return.
I thank you. You are from this day a friend of Vedlug and of our warriors. And I always honor words given to Karants. We will meet again at Dorchad Ganador for the great choosing. Kwawalam Seg, Karants.
It kinda hurts my heart, man. It hurts my heart to not be supporting Dunkus, cause like that's who I'd really support. Like that's like my true character. You know, I would be all about Dunkus. But Haeva is not. She's not me. She's the Red Queen. And keep in mind, like, my true character definitely would not want people here. Like, he wouldn't want his people here because we don't belong here. I mean, technically he does, but you know what I mean. But still, he would not want bloodshed either. He'd want a more wise approach to it. Share the land. When you can share it, you know, share with the Renaigse. But when the Renaigse do, you know, take certain actions against you, then yeah, fight them. Fight the bad Renaigse. Welcome the good ones and hope that you can coexist or whatever on this place. That would be his aim, technically. But Dunkus, like, I love that guy. Dunkus is like one of my favorite people. Him and I don't know his name, but the one we helped, the merchant, and when he sees you, he's like, "Oh no, Manawi, it's good to see you." Like, he's one of my favorite people, man. Him and Dunkus. Really? You're gonna make us walk all the way out? Okay, fine. So be it, hot damn it. So be it. We'll do it. We'll do it. Walk all the way back to the fire. Yeah, like, I still, I gotta say, then again, like, I think my true character might be able to go either way, but I really think he's Team Dunkus all the way. I really think that character would be. Like, he could see Deirdre's point of view and possibly even be okay with it. But, no, Dunkus is just so wise. But I keep feeling like we must be missing something. Like, the way up there was always available, but I'm just not seeing it. You know, like, that's what it feels like. I feel like we should have been able to get up there, but I'm just... There's something that I keep overlooking, you know? I don't know, I don't see it, yo. I ain't seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. Alright. I mean, not that we need the skill point. It's just the explorating factor. We don't need the skill point though, so it's no biggie. Make sure the queen trusts you. I don't even understand that.
I've been waiting for you. I've got the crown. The council will soon unite. I must go and win. Thank you for giving it to me in the end. You are a Carant now. Have no fear. I keep my promises.
I don't understand what just happened. You would think those vines would have sealed the doors. You know what I mean? Like... Oh, we got oil face again. That happens every now and again in this game. Not sure why she's wearing that, because obviously High Kings didn't wear that before, so... Thought all she needed was to have it, you know? Like, I don't know. You know? I don't know. Because that was weird, like, why didn't they do the vines covering, you know, blocking the door? I don't know, that was just a weird decision to me.
Congratulations, Deirdre. Teirfradi now has a High Queen who will be strong enough to defend it. I hope you haven't forgotten the promise you made me.
Don't be afraid, Carants. I know the value of a promise, and I have not forgotten your help. But according to tradition, I must go and see Enon Milfrichteman on my own first. Meet me at the entrance to the sanctuary in 2 days, and I will get you inside. I will have had enough time to imbue myself with the strength of Teirfradi.
Thank you, Deirdre. I'll be there.
Every one of us will be praying during these 2 days for Enon Milfrichteman to bless our chosen one. But we don't have to stay here and do nothing. We can go somewhere else if you want.
Resting in this village for 2 days is nice. But if you have other things to do, we could take care of them instead of waiting.
It's like we did every side quest we knew about.
There you are, Karantz.
How was the encounter?
Good. Enon Mil Frichtemann has filled my heart with strength. As I expected, he warned me about the threat the Renaigse are posing for our island. But go. He is expecting you. Stay on the right-hand path and do not turn back. They say those who turn back awaken the guardians of the sanctuary.
I guess we're gonna test that theory. No, I'm joking. It would have been nice if she physically changed, like her appearance. Like if that evolved in some way. If that, you know, like if that makes sense. And I think it does. Now, is it just me, or did she say go up the path to the right? Like, that happened, right? But there's a door over there, like... I'm very confused right now. I'm extremely confused. Do we go through the door, or do we take the path on the right? Because I really thought she said that. Okay, thank you, game, for making that a lot easier to figure out. Because we can't go up there. Okay. That was still confusing. But, like, you know, have her physically altered. She's imbued with the power from the god of the island, for crying out loud. Have her be taller, more branchier, different eyes, you know, like, come on. Go on, spiders. Alright, I said, don't turn back. Because those that turn back trigger the guardians. Let me look at the map, though. Alright, so this must be, we're going to take the right. Because I think that's what she said now. I'm pretty sure she did. So hopefully we understood her correctly. It's not because I'm worried. I know we can handle anything we have to fight, but I don't like killing guardians, and I don't like killing creatures. Game just be forcing you to do this stuff. I don't like that. I'm not down with that. But to be honest, I do kind of want to turn around just to test it, just to see what happens. Ain't no explorating going on this time. All right. Damn, this is beautiful. Why? Oh, okay. I don't remember anyone telling us to do that. Like, at all. But okay.
The child that was taken has returned, the flesh of my earth. You, by simply coming into being, have tangled the strings of destiny of all the other children. I am he they call Enon Mil Frichtemann. I have followed each of your steps since your arrival.
I hail you, Enon Mil Frichtemann. I have come to you to find a remedy.
A cure for the disease of a distant land. Her affliction was to be poisoned by her own children. Her veins rot in stagnant water. Her earth now bears poisoned fruit, and her children wither and die. And still it is those same children who can heal the lands, and with them heal themselves, if they only want it truly. They could be taught by my children, learn to give back in return, learn to heal. But for that, I must survive. I have seen by your side the shadow grow, taking form. Fed by the venom of intrigues from faraway lands, he spreads it today in my sap. To save his own life, he stole my strength, and that strength has driven him mad, because it is not made to be taken. He draws each day a little more from me, and threatens us all. His hunger has no limit.
I don't understand.
Constantin.
Who are you talking about?
The one you call Constantin. You must stop him, or there will be no cure anymore for anything or anyone.
That's impossible.
No, it was not. It was
How
obvious.
could that be?
You must leave now. Someone has followed your footsteps. Someone has entered here without invitation.
Is it Constantin?
My children are waking and tracking. They will attack all followers.
Oh, biscuits.
Flee, or you will be their victims.
Oh, biscuits. Alright, I have to pause it for a split second because I gotta feed my friend. Feed my furry friend. Apologize for that. Now I'm a little disappointed because the first time we heard the voice of Malfructaman, however you say that, I could have sworn it was a woman's voice. And I was kind of cool with that. I'm like, yeah, finally a high being that's, a goddess or whatever, or a female god, whatever. And now it sounds like a male. Now, hopefully it goes back and forth. But it may not. You know what I'm saying? So, I was a little disappointed.
I saw a Renaig fleeing the sanctuary. The Monesenaig must have slipped past you. Enon Milfrichtimen cannot have been pleased about it. Did he still give you the answers you were looking for?
Yes.
Yes. He told me that the Malachor had appeared because of the way the colonials have treated the earth. It is actually some kind of poisoning, and it would be possible to cure it, but I'm not sure that I understood how.
So, the Renaigse would be the cause of their own deaths. If they weren't on the verge of doing the same thing to our island, I would be applauding. In terms of the antidote, Enon Milfrichtimen is often difficult to understand. Ask Adonegad.
Thank you, Deirdre. I must dwell on it.
You look like you bit into a bitter fruit. Did you learn anything else?
Yes. But I would like to verify something before I tell you about it.
Fine. You know where to find me once you are done. Kuawalam seg, Karants.
Goodbye.
I would just tell her, but that's just me. Verify. These people have not been misleading once that I can recall. And this being, you know, like, come on, look how powerful this being has to be, and you doubt them. Like, I don't know, with everything we've seen. So, and I don't knock Haeva for not seeing this stuff, even though it's probably clear to every one of us a long time ago, right? But I don't knock her because she's close to the situation. Like, we can be objective. We're practically watching this game happen. We're practically on the outside looking in. That's a better perspective, and so it's just easier for us. But some things, I don't know. Some of this, I don't know. So we're gonna talk to the evil that, you know, like, he told us, like, yeah, so they're a big threat. And we're just like, nah.
My fair cousin, I'm so glad to see you. You are right on time. We have visitors, and your advice would be most welcome. Let me introduce you to the emissaries of the Bridge Alliance and Teleme. Seeing them both in the same room is rather surprising, isn't it? But please, Your Excellencies, explain to us what brought you here.
Sire, I have come to humbly request your help. We have been sustaining terrible attacks.
Really? Are the natives behind this again?
Creatures?
Unless it is those traitors of the Guard.
We aren't sure, but it is almost certain that the natives are involved. Governor Byrne is hoping that you could send him your cousin, as well as some troops.
It would seem that we are in a similar situation, sire. Our city has been sustaining terribly violent assaults, and our losses are great.
Deirdre.
Our Mother Cardinal is begging you to send her some help as soon as possible.
It's gotta be Deirdre.
Knowing that you are in such a delicate situation fills me with sorrow. However, the size of our troops has greatly reduced after the horrific attempt at a coup. And regarding sending my cousin, she's already very busy undertaking a mission of the utmost importance.
And she doesn't want to help you.
Without even mentioning the fact that what you describe fills me with fear for her life, which is most precious to me. No, I really don't see how I could be of assistance to you.
Constantin, we cannot remain deaf to the call of our...
The hell we can't.
I'm sure I can find the time to go and evaluate the situation.
I would love to accompany you, but my people are being wrongfully accused. I am certain of it, and I want to prove it.
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot refuse you anything. But remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found. We're so close to it now.
Don't worry about it. You know how important this mission is to me.
Well, this audience is coming to an end. Your Excellencies, inform your governors of my cousin's arrival. I hope that you realize how grateful you should be to her.
Absolutely, sire. And we thank you both for receiving us.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Oh, okay. So these are not side quests. They must happen. We're gonna do that stuff first. So this is gonna be the end of this part of the adventure. When we get back, let's see something here. Let's look at our relationship levels. Well, for some reason we've never made the Bridge Alliance happy. But to be fair, for some reason, somehow, we don't have a friendly relationship with a congregation of merchant. I don't even know how that's possible. I don't know how we can even lose faction with them. I feel like we should have started off at friendly with them. You know, you gotta think outside the box, developers. As I said before, I get it. You're worried about challenge versus whatever, but believe me, take the risk. You can do it. Believe in yourselves. Believe that you can start players off with, you know, some hearty gifts or whatever. You can start them off with some meat and still have the game be reasonably challenging. But since the Bridge Alliance hates us more than Teleme, we're gonna help Teleme first when we get back. Unless it's natives, if it's the indigenous people, we're not helping them. We're going to side with the indigenous people. But it's either Deirdre or the island's getting pissed because of Constantin. Like something, these attacks and things have been going wrong because we're disturbing the balance. That's my guess. If not, it's just Deirdre. It's just like, oh crap. So anyway, that's going to be the end of this part of the adventure. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, take care.